Hello, yoga people. It's day 2 of our little mini yoga challenge, and today I thought we would do 3 different versions of the wide-legged forward bend, which is called Prasarita, Padhatanasana, and Sanskrit. And so I'm going to step back on the mat now, and I just want to let you know that my head might be just a little bit cut off, but it's better probably that you see the body and not the head. And so most of you know this pose already, but if you don't, it's very simple to follow along. So from the Tadasana pose, the mountain pose, you're just going to step your legs about 1 meter wide. I know some of you yoga enthusiasts that are very flexible might want to go further than that. But I don't advise it, because what will happen if you go too wide is you'll lose the strength in your legs. And then when you try to come forward, it gets a little floppy, and you don't want that. You want to stay really strong in the legs. And so from here, if you'll just put your hands on your side waist and line up more or less your toes and heels sort of even with each other. It's okay if your toes go out just a little bit, but you want to think not too much out or in. Think relatively the toes pointing straight ahead. And have a little strength in your legs right from the beginning, so you feel a little bit like your feet are slightly coming closer together isometrically, and then you'll feel the engagement of your inner legs. Stay strong in the quads. As you inhale, get length. As you push down through the feet, you're raising your breastbone. You can even look up if you'd like. As you exhale, you're just hinging at the hip, folding forward just as far as you can. Now, some of you might be able to come all the way down. If that's the case, just keep hinging. Just keep hinging. And when you get close enough, you can let your hands touch the floor. And try, if you can get this far, to line up your fingers and toes in one line. And what you're trying to think about is really strong in the legs and flexible in the upper body. So I think of that as yang energy in the legs, yin energy in the upper body. So you want to just let go just a little bit and try to let go of the neck and upper shoulders. So if you typically hold tension there, just see if you can really relax. And when you're ready to come in, you can push into the hands just a little bit. Raise your heart, raise your gaze. Place your hands back onto the soft part of the sides of the waist, and on an exhale with a nice firm tummy, come on back up again. We're going to go right into the second version. Going to keep your hands right where they are. Nice big inhale, long from pubic bone to breastbone. And as you exhale, you're going to go right over, hinging at the hip. But this time, you're going to keep your hands where they are. And you may find, especially for those of you who are frustrated, who are flexible, you may feel a little frustrated because you probably won't be able to go as far. But that's okay, it's a slightly different pose. So just allow the head to come forward as far as it can. And what you want is to wing the elbows out to the side. So not back really far, and don't let them sag forward. And this will let you breathe really fully and deeply in the pose. So you want to make sure the chest has plenty of space. Make sure the lungs have plenty of space. And you'll want to hold this for at least 3 to 5 long, slow breaths. And when you're coming up, you want to come up about halfway on the inhale, really firm tummy, and come on up the rest of the way. And then if you're still wanting to follow along, if that was enough, you can stop there. If you'd like to follow along, you're going to interlock your hands behind your back. Now, if you have any issues with this, just know that yoga is progressive, and so you may not get here today, but maybe next week or next month you'll be here. So you can interlock your hands. If you really struggle with that, maybe just interlock the fingers a little bit. And then see if you can broaden the collarbones, get those shoulder blades back and down behind you. On the inhale, create that space, pressing into the feet, but also lengthening from pubic bone to breastbone. Look up just a little bit. As you exhale, just let yourself fold gracefully over. All the way down as far as you can go. Little isometric pressing inward of the feet. Make sure the legs are strong. And then if you're able to, you can let the hands and arms come away from the back. And just use this as a way to really create a lovely stretch in the upper body and the shoulder girdle. But again, you want to think yin energy in the upper body. So really let all those muscles go in the upper body. The legs stay strong and straight. And following your 3 to 5 long, slow breaths, you want to come back up. So you can if you have raised the arms, bring them back to the lumbar spine or to the hips. On an inhale, look forward. And on an exhale, come up the rest of the way with a nice, firm abdominal core. And so there you are, coming back into the wide-legged position first, and then just heel and toe back together. Give yourself a little hop and come back to Tadasana. So all right, well done, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.